As young people head back to school, there's growing concern about the popularity of flavored e-cigarettes and nicotine pouches among them.
So what should parents look out for, and what can be done to keep kids from getting addicted? We're joined live by Brian King. He's the Executive Vice President for U.S. Programs at the Campaign for Tobacco Free Kids. Thank you so much for being here. We've seen just the rise of popularity of these products,
Right.
but what are you most concerned about right now when it comes to vaping and nicotine pouches?
Well, we know that the common ingredient of these products is nicotine, and nicotine is a highly addictive drug. It can also harm the developing adolescent brain, which continues to develop until about age 25, and it can also prime the brain for addiction to other drugs. And there's even some emerging evidence showing that it can harm the cardiovascular system in high doses over long term. So ultimately, not something that kids should be using, particularly headed back in the new school year.
Absolutely not. But as we've talked about, these flavored products specifically are really effective at attracting kids. How much nicotine is in them? How dangerous are they? Because I think those fun flavors really make people think they are for kids.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. The advertising will lead a horse to water. The flavors get them to drink, and the nicotine keeps them coming back for more. We know that about 9 in 10 kids who are using tobacco products are using flavored varieties, which mask the harshness of these products. And we also know that they're highly addictive, and the levels of nicotine are astronomically high, in some cases equivalent to many packs of cigarettes.
I think sometimes there's a misconception of like, well, kids back in the 70s and 80s did cigarettes. And so
Sure.
this seems better than that, right? But it's not, as you're talking about. So and what are some of the warning signs? At least with cigarettes, you could kind of like have the smell or see it. Sometimes these vaping products, they're really, they're inconspicuous.
Hard to detect, yeah.
So what should parents and teachers be looking out for?
Yeah, absolutely. And that goes for nicotine pouches as well, which can be easily concealed between the lip and gum. Ultimately, look for signs and symptoms of nicotine dependency and addiction. And that's changes in mood and behavior, changes in appetite, and also changes in sleep behavior. If you're seeing any of these symptoms, it's important to talk to your youth. And if they're using tobacco products, make sure they get the help from a healthcare provider, such as a pediatrician.
Yeah, the FDA did recently approve new marketing for some of these nicotine pouches. Can you talk about that decision? Do you think it's helpful, and how will it impact young people?
So basically what we're seeing the past couple months is an increased appetite by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration to authorize more emerging tobacco products for sale, particularly nicotine pouches and e-cigarettes, and particularly in flavors that appeal to kids, such as fruit and candy. And there's also less appetite from the agency to remove illegal products from the market by lessening their enforcement actions. All that said, it's all the more reason why parents and educators need to be on the lookout and fill that gap and make sure that they're aware of the different products that are out there, that they talk to kids about the risks, and importantly, if they find kids who are using them, get them help from a healthcare provider.
That all makes a lot of sense. Brian, thank you so much for being with us this morning and for